I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
And it's time to go road course racing for one last time in 2026. We're here at the Glen International Raceway for the
your engines.
Well, all right, got interrupted there. Cue the graphic. Cue that graphic again. We're here at the Glen International Raceway for the running of the GoBowling.com at the Glen. Of course, it is like I said, the final road course race of the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season. As Ty Gibbs, starting second, Michael McDowell has won the pole for this afternoon's race. Cloudy here today. Small chance, good chance of rain, but probably won't hit us. So yeah, it should. By the time the rain gets here, the race will more likely be over. And just a reminder: no cautions for the road courses due to the no caution policy on the road courses. So if there's a crash, no matter how big it is, we stay green the whole race. So it should be a pretty interesting one. We had a good one last year. Chris Buescher, the winner the last two times here at Watkins Glen, won it in a thriller in 2024 and won it in another thriller just last year. As Gibbs, McDowell on the front row, be leading us to the green flag for today's 18-lapper. And one thing you want to expect here, of course, we will have green flag pit stops. So that might change the complexion of the race. As here we come. Well, we're going to come to the final few corners. We'll get this race underway. And by the way, it's the 24th race of the year, 24th race of the season, I believe. But here we go. About to get this race underway. Pace car ducks off the pit road. And Ty Gibbs and Michael McDowell are going to lead us to the green flag, and we are racing at Watkins Glen. Austin Cindric already going to go to the inside for the race lead, trying to challenge, going down turn one, side by side. Cindric is going to pull out in front. Michael McDowell, though, is going to get... Oh, around goes Cindric! Cindric upside down! Cindric upside down and over. Sliding on his roof. Gets hit by Fincham. Gets hit again by Stenhouse. Still sliding on his roof. Big wreck on the first lap. Cindric up and over. Scary, scary wreck. Oh my God, that was terrible right there. And like I said, we have no cautions, no caution policy. And they might try to throw the caution right here and try to bypass that rule. But yeah, it's not gonna do anything there. We are gonna stay green no matter what. as Michael McDowell will lead the first lap of this race. A little bit loose right there. Some cars are getting loose. A lot of smoke coming out of the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse. A lot of smoke coming out of that car. Let's take a look at the replay. Kind of racing hard into the S's. Teammates make contact, and watch this. The car just flips upside down on its roof. Goes back on its wheels for just a second, and the car goes back over on its roof again. And then it's going to get hit by Fincham. And here comes Stenhouse. Gets hit again. And the car just slides and spins like a top. Right down the straightaway right there. Here it is in real time. And didn't really expect to see a flip today at a road course, but that is the case with Austin Cindric, who had a flip in the Daytona 500 earlier this year. And man, that thing just goes all crazy like right there. As Michael McDowell is led the first 3 laps of this race. Ty Gibbs right there in second. And Raja Caruth right now running in third. Great run for Raja. One of his best runs of the season so far. In that Trackhouse number 87. He's ahead of Nemechek in the 42. Tyler Reddick there in the 45 car. He finds himself running in 5th. And Reddick going on a 2-year winless streak. 2 years this week. As Gregson and Elliott about make contact. 20 Christopher Bell right there. Elliott, Gregson side by side. Elliott's got the edge. Now Gregson gets the run to the outside. He's going to get around that 9 car. Oh, but the 9's going to have the edge right there. Kind of lost a lot of ground there. 4 is going to get around him. Now he's going to battle the 31 car of Alex Bowman. Bowman right behind him. This is back for 20th. This is the battle for 19th. Elliott's going to go wide once again. Oh, Elliott tagged the wall off. Turn 7 right there. About went around. Thought we were going to have an incident right there. Bell and Larson going to go side by side. And Christopher Bell's going to get the pass on Larson. And Larson won our most recent road course race out at Sebring back in June. As Cole Custer, he's going to get around the 29 of Ryan Preece. Connor Zilish, the rookie, is going to get to his inside. Zilish, one of the favorites going into this weekend to maybe win this race, but, you know, kind of didn't have the greatest qualifying run yesterday. And here he is, currently running in 13th. Preece going to challenge him for that spot. We've got a big gaggle of cars, big pack style race, and this reminds me of the Mazda MX-5s, you know, in the Mazda series, with how they run the big packs on the road courses. And I'm not sure how the Mazdas do it, but I'm not sure how the Cup cars are doing it right now. As Nemechek's going to get around the 8 car of Jesse Love. Love's going to be on that outside lane. Nemechek's going to have that preferred line going up into the S's. Todd Gilliland's going to get around the 8 car. Reddick, oh! Caruth, I mean, I thought Caruth was going to wreck off the front bumper of the 45 right there, but Raja, he keeps that car going. Reddick all over the back end of the 87. Teammates back here, Hamlin and Briscoe. Briscoe's going to get around. Hamlin right there. Suarez trying to get around those 2 cars. Jesse Love going to hold up the 19 and the 11 right here. Going to go 3 wide. Gillian's going to get around Carruth right there. And Raja Carruth is starting to fall back here. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, he's lost a ton of speed in that car these last few laps. He's just continuing to lose spots. I'm not sure what's going on with that race car, but he's just lost. Oh! Got one car blowing up. That is the 51 car, Cody Ware, up in smoke. So Cody Ware will be out of this race. And oh, just in the middle of that track, gonna lay down a lot of fluid. Remember, no caution, so we will stay green no matter what. Here, Hamlin's gonna get around Raja Carruth. Whoa, Suarez got really loose right there. Almost got into Priest. Thought Priest. Seen a lot of close calls right there as Hamlin gets around the 87 of Carruth. We've seen a lot of close calls in this race. Thought, you know, Suarez and Priest were going to wreck right there. They don't. They keep the car going straight. As Denny Hamlin, our points leader, right there running in 9th. We take a look back at a race leader. Michael McDowell has been an absolute dominant force in this race for Spire Motorsports, and it's been 3 years since McDowell's won a cup race. His last win, the Daytona 500, back in 2023. Been 3 years since he's won. Gibbs won a race this year out at Michigan. And he is one of the top drivers contending for this championship this year. He's having a better run than Hamlin. Hamlin, yeah, he's having a top 10 run. Might dig into Hamlin's point lead, as here's the 45 car. Tyler Reddick hasn't won in 2 years. You got the guy running first going on off of a 3-year winless streak. Guy in third, a 2-year winless streak. Here's Chris Buescher, a 1-year, almost a 1-year winless streak for him. Last win, I believe it was right here last season, a year ago. Briscoe, 1 win this year. That came at Chicagoland. And Briscoe just finds himself just outside the top 10 in points. That is a great of a year for Briscoe. As his 2025 season one, 2026 a little bit less successful, as McDowell, he's just been dominant. A lot of guys kind of forget this. He's really good at the road courses, has some road course racing background. So it's kind of a shock that he's leading up here, but it's really not a shock that he's leading here at Watkins Glen. He's never won on a road course in his career. He's got 9 laps down, 9 laps to go in this race. As we take a look at the flyby the field here, our front start-finish line cam. As McDowell is coming up on lap traffic, that is the 60 of Justin Haley. Talk about a guy with a 3-year winless streak. Haley's on a 3-year winless streak. Last wing out at Nashville in 2023, the Nashville Fairgrounds. When we had a random race there in 2023. As we had some incidents happen on the track with William Byron, and this was back when Cody Ware lost his engine. And watch this, Byron hard into the tires. Hard hit into the tire barrier right there. He's out of the race. Then we had another one. Alex Bowman into the back end of Cole Custer. And round goes Bowman, and round goes Custer. As those were the 2 incidences that happened. We take a look back on those as here's our dominator of the day. 7 laps to go for McDowell. And we still have to talk about the fuel window. The pit window coming up here. That is opening here in the next lap or 2. And we're going to see these leaders start to come down pit road. And I think the leaders, obviously, the first set of cars to come down here. So Those would be McDowell, Gibbs, Reddick, Nemechek, possibly Creed, and a great run for Sheldon Creed, running a 5th right now. I guess these road courses can kind of, you know, have these underdogs up here running great. You know, McDowell, he's kind of an underdog, you know, if you really think about it. Yeah, and there's Sheldon Creed. Great run for the 21 car. Doesn't know his plans yet for 2027. Won't be in this car next year, as Austin Cindric will be making the move to the Wood Brothers next season. We heard that before. But this time it's actually happening, so with Todd Gilliland going over to Team Penske to drive that 2 car. Blaney, no front end on that car. Of course, that was from the lap 1 incident when Cindric went upside down. He goes another lap down as McDowell gets around him. I'm trying to think the last win for Spire was. It was, I believe, last year in the Brickyard 400 when Sam Mayer won and fell off his car. Yeah, I believe, yeah, it was not Watkins Glen. It was Indianapolis last year with Sam Mayer. I believe the same sponsor, Group 1001. McDowell trying to end the 1-year winless streak for Spire, trying to end his 3-year winless streak, as we mentioned it before. Last one in the 2023 Daytona 500. As he's going to be coming down pit road this time by Michael McDowell. Our race leader comes down pit road. We'll finally have some green flag pit stops here. As Blaney's going to gain another lap back. As McDowell, Gibbs, Reddick down the pit lane. It will be 5 laps to go this time by. 5 laps to go here, Watkins Glen. Chris Buescher's going to stay out this time. And Chris Buescher in the 17 to the race lead here at Watkins Glen. As he has not come down the pit road yet. He says he's going to come in this time by. Chris Buescher will come in this time by as we got a bunch of cars down pit road this time by. And whoever has a good pit stop here is McDowell's going to be out before Gibbs. Now Gibbs is going to get out of his pit stall here. And this is going to basically determine who wins this race. And with McDowell in the big lead, I think McDowell's going to have this race locked up in the bag. As there's the 17 car, Chris Buescher, our race leader, the winner the last 2 years here. That's obviously not going to happen today unless something absolutely wild happens. If he has an insanely fast pit stop, that's the only way that Buescher possibly wins this race, possibly salvages the top 5 as he comes down with Nemechek and Briscoe this time by. There'll be 4 laps to go this time by here at Watkins Glen as Chris Buescher's our race leader. 4 laps to go. Now Nemechek's going to take the race lead here for a second. Nemechek to the lead. It's not going to last long. Yeah, McDowell's caught up. McDowell has cycled back out to the race lead. Gibbs has cycled back out to second. McDowell back to the point here at Watkins Glen. For all those McDowell fans, this is, a day they've been waiting for a few years now. To see McDowell, their guy, have such a great car. He's led all but 1 lap. Buescher, the other race leader in this race, which is really not shocking. But this time by, we're coming up to 3 laps to go in this race. McDowell, that great pit stop. He's two seconds ahead of Ty Gibbs right there in second. 3 laps to go now. As we go on board with our race leader, Michael McDowell. Coming up on the lap car, the 60 of Justin Haley. Gonna get around him. A little bit of a challenge there. Back on board through the S's. Down in the 4 and 5. As we just listen to the sounds of this car. Two laps to go. 2 to go here at Watkins Glen for the 71 to Michael McDowell, who, I mean, right now he has to just be nervous right now, sweating in that car. And this is the point where you start to hear stuff in the car. Alright. Hear a vibration, hear a tire going down, hear something. And he does not want that at all. He just wants to stay clean for these final, for this final lap and a half. There's a 54, Ty Gibbs. I don't think Ty's going to get up to him unless McDowell has a very big mistake. Saw that in the last road course race. Kyle Larson winning a Sebring. He almost spun on the final lap, slid on the final lap. Bubba Wallace almost won that race. Didn't though. Larson held on. As here we come through turns 6 and 7. And this time by will be the white flag here for Michael McDowell. Coming to the final lap right here. White flag is out one more time around at Watkins Glen. Final lap for the 71 of McDowell. McDowell trying to get his first win for Spire Motorsports and Chevy. Last win coming in the Daytona 500 3 years ago. Michael McDowell didn't think he'd get back to victory lane. Moved to this team last season. Through the S's to the final time. For the 71 of Michael McDowell, it's been 1,274 days since his last victory in the Cup Series. Down the back chute for the final time in this race. And then turn 6 and through 7. He's been waiting for this day for 3 years. And off the final corner, welcome back to victory lane. Michael McDowell dominates and wins at Watkins Glen. Gibbs second, Reddick third. There he goes, right across the line in third. Busher fourth, Nemechek fifth, Briscoe sixth. Oh, Briscoe's going to get 5th. Nemechek 6th. Creed 7th. Suarez 8th. Zilish 9th. Bell rounds out the top 10 right here at Watkins Glen. Welcome back to victory lane. Michael McDowell led all but one lap today. Flat out butt ass kicking right there for the 71 of Michael McDowell. This is his 4th career victory in the Cup Series. Career win number 4 comes here at Watkins Glen, and he burns it down. Been a while since Chevy's won. The last win coming at Daytona on July 4th weekend. Dow continues to burn it down. And you know, for a guy that hasn't won in 3 years, he's pretty good at the burnout thing. He's gonna do more. Do more donuts. I think he wants to blow the back tires out of that car. Who would have thought Michael McDowell would be the guy that would be the dominator in the Cup Series this weekend? I don't think anyone had that on their list. Led all but one lap. Oh, there goes the back tires. Blew the back tires out of that thing. I couldn't tell you the last time car 71 went to victory lane. I don't know if they've won a cup race. Yes, 71 car has gone to victory lane. This is the 45th win for this number. Dave Marcus, I believe. Yeah, Dave Marcus was the last one in 1982. 44 years since this number's won a NASCAR Cup Series race. He spun out. Entering pit road right there. Back tire's gone on that thing. I think they're going to try to get the back tires changed so he can fully get that car to victory lane. You can see he's bouncing, hopping, wobbling, limping. That thing. Michael's doing everything right now from keeping that car from spinning out. Oh my. What a hell of a day it's been for Michael. Oh, the picker is ready. He spins it out, though. Is he gonna? No. I don't know what he's doing. He's not gonna do the. Oh, he's not gonna change his tires. He's gonna go right to that opening right there, and he's just gonna drive that car to victory lane. Alrighty then. And there's victory lane. Right here, Watkins Glen, where McDowell will go for his 4th career win in the NASCAR Cup Series. And these fans are loving that he's getting close to them. Oh, he missed it. He's going to do a donut inside the track, and he's going to get that thing flipped back around. And by the way, if you guys were wondering, we have the Gateway next Sunday, August 23rd. There he goes. He's going to get that thing situated, turned it back around. And this time, will it be good? Yes! Mike McDowell parks it in victory lane, ends a 3-year winless streak.